bio.
Yes.
We're talking so much about Jimmy. Bam has to be dominant, in particular on days like today when Randall isn't present.
I don't want the New York Knicks winning in South Beach.
You better take it whenever you can get it.
I want that. I want them to come back to the Garden.
However you can get it.
New York to come back to the Garden.
50 years.
These orange blue skies.
I'm
Go
with
ahead,
y'all.
Malika.
Don't be
England.
7.
Let's go.
Reverend Stephen A.
Let's go.
Take it away.
All right, everyone, welcome to the corner of 33rd and 7th Avenue in New York City, a city that loves basketball. Basketball is ubiquitous. It is everywhere and everything to this fan base. From 155th at Rucker Park, well, they all know that a familiar rival is back in town, the Miami Heat. But Jalen Brunson poised and ready to protect home court here in New York. Let's take a look at the brackets in the Eastern Conference. Game 1, meanwhile, between Philadelphia and Boston, taking place on Monday in the East. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, courtside, along with Doris Burke, Cassidy Hubbard, joining us in just a bit. Doris, the place is popping. And when you look at the fan base here in New York, they are in love with their Knicks, in love with the game, and they've come once again to renew their marriage vows. All across the spectrum, Doris, Madison Square Garden remains a very unique basketball experience.
There's a reason the biggest stars in the NBA want their signature moment in this building, and it matters not whether you are one of the city's most famous residents, or perhaps you're just an iconic Knicks fan, or maybe it's just a multi-generational fan. When the Knicks are good, the city is on fire, and they've got a new star that they're rooting for, and he is driving the Knicks to their success. The acquisition at point guard, Mr. Jalen Brunson. It's about will and skill and craftiness and guile, and Jalen Brunson was supremely comfortable against that Cleveland team. He lives in the paint despite that size, Mark, and his playmaking ability crucial as well.
A lot of big news around the Knicks. Cassidy has more.
Yeah, Mark, well, they will be without their all-star as Julius Randle was ruled out for Game 1. This decision coming from both Julius and the medical staff. After he went through a workout around 10:20 this morning, he was moving pretty close to full speed with a brace on that injured left ankle. He did some cutting and sprints. It lasted about 35 minutes, and Tibbs told us it's part of the current ramp-up phase he's going through with the hopes of returning for Game 2. Just a reminder, this is the same ankle he hurt towards the end of the season where he missed 5 games. Obi Toppin will be making his first playoff start in his place. Mark, DB?
All right, let's talk about the Miami Heat. They sent a seismic shock throughout the NBA and the playoffs in vanquishing the #1 seed, the Milwaukee Bucks, who had the best record in the regular season. And as we take a look at today's winning ingredients delivered by Chipotle, Jimmy Butler was an imperious scorer.
Well, you see the 98 points he scored in the final 2 games, putting the #1 seed to rest. But let's consider over the 5 games, he also averaged 37. And there's a competitive spirit and toughness that brings out the best in Jimmy. His postseason numbers are better than his regular season numbers. And if there's a big moment to be met, whether it's from the perimeter or getting to the cup, it doesn't matter. This play was supposed to be for somebody else. Jimmy said, that's got my number written all over it, and he delivers in a big way.
Well, what we have today is a rivalry renewed, with both fan bases having feelings of enmity and a little bit of animosity mixed in as well. It'll take you back to the 90s and heartbreak. We'll have the latest chapter in a moment. This presentation of the NBA playoffs continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
The Google Pixel NBA Conference Semifinals on ABC are presented by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle, for real. And Google Pixel, the official fan phone of the NBA.